Well, Captain Bubby here once again. Yeah, we're in the Fuso. You saw that in the opening. I know this is two Fuso recordings in a row. The last battle was a Fuso in a random battle, which was 12 on 12. This is a rank battle. I don't think I've ever posted a rank battle video before. But I'm in the Fuso. The Fuso is becoming, well, it's currently my favorite battleship in ranked. I've played the Arizona. I like the Arizona. I know the Arizona, but I didn't do very well in it. And I played the Warspite a few games earlier tonight, which was a mistake, really, because I'd never played the Warspite before this, and to bring it into ranked when you don't even know the ship is not a good idea. So I didn't get caught by anybody, but when I didn't do very well and it felt kind of awkward to me, I switched back to the Fuso, which is my comfort zone actually right now as battleships go in this season of ranked, which is tier 6 only, tier 6 ships only. So we've got a little bit of discussion going on in chat right now about which way to go, and I'm basically telling the team to follow the DDs. Wherever the destroyers want to go, follow them, support them. And we're kind of consolidating that we're going to go to B. The Fubuki that's headed over toward A, I'm cautioning him, if you get in trouble, bail. Just get out of there, save your ship. I'm going to leave this recording in my view the whole time. I'm not going to switch around so that you can see where I'm scanning and what I'm looking at, and where I'm shooting and how I'm aiming. Now, the cursor, the reticle, my aiming reticle that you see here in the replay is not the same one that I use in the game. This replay is being done from the World of Warships replay file, so it might glitch here and there. It's not a live recording. That's another option for me to turn the recorder on, the screen capture software on when I start a game, and then shut it off when the game is over. And that would capture my crosshair, but yeah, that's a lot of overhead. You don't know. You could burn up a lot of hard drive real estate recording games that aren't any good. So I don't do it that way. I'm just going to rely on the replay file. Take a shot at that Fuso. Get 10K. 10K first salvo or second salvo. I've got almost 13,000 already. I like the Fuso because I can shoot well with it for the most part. My aim feels pretty true with this boat. The dispersion feels okay to me. I have kind of figured out the lead for the most part. And so it's kind of a comfort ship for me. That's why I came back to it after the Warspite and after the Arizona. I might play the Bayern a little bit. I do like the Bayern, but the Bayern as a German ship suffers always a bit from kind of scattershot guns. You never quite know where the shells are going to go. They hit really hard when they land. That was a horrible shot by somebody. But they don't always land. Bayerns are tough to kill. You can't shoot at the water line at Bayerns. You kind of have to shoot at the deck line or a little bit below the deck line. I return the favor with a terrible shot of my own here, I think. Yeah, that's pretty awful. Of course, he was turning, but I might have anticipated better. Anyway, that's a whiff, complete whiff. The New Mexico, I don't know why anybody would bring a New Mexico into ranked unless it's the only tier ship battleship they have. I would never play that ship in ranked. I love seeing them on the other side. I don't like seeing them on my side. I kind of chain fired there. I think my trigger finger hiccuped and I didn't get off the full salvo I wanted. Kind of playing a little wait and see here. We've got our cap, they've got their cap. Playing a little ring around the rosy, using the islands for cover. I'm seeing a lot of good broadsides. I'm trying not to give anyone a broadside. But because of my position, I'm not really being looked at. Now look at that. I love the way these shells fly. And pretty much the way they land. It's 7,600. I'm at 28,000 damage right now. No, I do like the Fuso. It doesn't have a lot of superstructure to shoot at and set on fire, although I do tend to get set on fire fairly often. I had a game earlier where I was set on fire, had 3 fires on the ship, which may be the max now. I don't know for sure. Battleship used to be able to be on fire 4 times. They might have fixed that. Somebody in the comments might correct me. Yeah, we're up a ship right now. And we're up on points, 410 to 337. The team isn't in bad position. We're all kind of sitting back. Their team doesn't look that organized to me. That Shinanomi up there in C4 is kind of out of position, but he is being chased by our 2 destroyers. Another Fuso showing me a great broadside. The Fuso reloads 28 seconds, I think, is the reload on the Fuso, which is about the same as the Arizona. So you can throw shells out in a hurry, and it's got 6 guns, 6 2-barrel guns. Yeah. Only 1,000 on that shot, but the aim was true. The aim was good. So you're throwing 12 shells out at a time, which is always nice. Another broadside Fuso to me. I want to get this shot off quickly because I know I'm probably going to lose. Yeah, and I do. I'll lose a few to the island there. But I've got 3, 6, I've got 8 in the air. And I land 2 for 2,000, so 1,000 apiece. We're even on ships now, but we're behind on points. Not sure how they went ahead on points. Probably we're a battleship and a destroyer down. They're a battleship and a destroyer down. They may have capped first, which is why they have a slight point lead. 27. They have 27 points on us, and that margin will hold for quite some time, I think. Our destroyers are both still a little out of position. But we're closing in on their cap. If you look at the mini-map, we've got control of the center. So we're, as a team, there hasn't been a lot of chat. As a team, we're pressing them, kind of pushing them backwards against the edge of the map. We're attacking. They're not attacking, and that's always a good sign. Another great broadside shot, and I screwed up the lead on that, and I didn't have the guns high enough. And I'm a little ticked at myself too, because now I've got to wait another 7 seconds as this Fuso rounds the corner, showing me a real nice side. Can shoot anyway. 6,200. He got 1,000 or so, so I got the better part of that deal. And our buy-in really smacked him. Now, one of those 2 Bayerns out there in the distance just hit me pretty hard. Even though I was angled really well, he got a nice plunging fire into my deck. and took 10, 12, 15,000 off of me. I get roughly 6 on the Fuso, and our other Fuso takes him out. So now we've got the lead, 606, 533. We're up a ship. Look at these beautiful broadsides we keep getting. Although I am showing one myself. But he's got to hit me. And I'm making a conscious effort to keep maneuvering, keep turning. I'm not sailing a consistent, steady course at any time. I turn this way, I turn that way. I'll turn out and shoot, and I'll give him another steep angle while my guns reload. Right now, no one knows exactly where I am. I'm not detected. The Gade. We're down a destroyer, so we have to figure out a way to get rid of one of their or both of their destroyers. And I love shooting at destroyers with a battleship. 2,000. He's down to 183 hit points. Now nothing. So, good. We're done with that destroyer. And here's a Shinonome. And these guys are... This is an award ship that I think you only get by completing one of the campaigns. And they're a real pest. They shoot out like 12 torpedoes. And we need to get rid of him. He's got good concealment, if not great concealment for this tier. His torpedoes are quite long. 8 to 10K, I think. The torpedoes, I'm not exactly sure. But it's a ship that if you see it, you have to get rid of it. The team has to get rid of it. And anybody who says that battleships shouldn't be shooting at destroyers is nuts. If they're in a battleship, they're going to die. You have to get rid of the destroyers. 3,600. And oh, I wish I had seen how much he had before that shot. But that takes him down pretty low. And we're going to come back to him because he and I are going to have a little discussion later. Another beautiful broadside. Here's my guns. Here's my shot on the Bayern. Not quite, but just under 10,000. 9,800 roughly. Puts him in a world of hurt. Get rid of one of these Bayerns. We're down to 2 ships. We're behind on points. It's 3 ships to 2. This is... They're probably feeling pretty good right now. And right now... Yeah, I'm the last hope. That got me the high caliber, got me a kill. But I'm still against a Bayern. He hits me kind of hard. But I have a health pool on him. But I'm 1 ship against a battleship and a destroyer. And I'm not quite sure where that Shinonome is right now. 24,000. Let's see what this does. It's a good shot. 17,000. That really helps because it makes him much more defensive. Now we know where the destroyer is. He's trying to cover up his battleship. Now the Bayern is... He was briefly being aided by the Shinonome. I'm capping. And at this stage, all of my dead teammates are going to help me. They're going to provide me with some extremely useful advice in chat. Keep an eye on chat. This is where it gets quite funny. I look at it. I'm not going to pay a lot of attention to it because I can tell by the nature of the comments and what they're saying that more than likely I'm a better player than the guys in chat. But it is fun to look at and read. I'm going to take this cap. I know where the enemy destroyer is right now because he's capping A. I know where the Byron is because I can see him and I can shoot at him. And right there, I get rid of him. So my objective now is grab this cap. I'm ahead on points. I've gotten rid of 2 ships. Neither one of us are gathering any points right now. 729, 648, so that's 52 and 29, that's 81 points ahead. We're both going to have a cap, so we're both going to get points at the same rate. There's 4 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock. I've got my cap. He's got his. Now he's got to find me. And so all the advice that I'm getting in chat, remember to load some of that AG, don't stay in a straight line. I think someone's going to tell me at some point to... The one good comment is right there. Do you have a fighter plane? No, I don't have a fighter plane, but I have a spotter plane. And the spotter plane can often be a real... it doesn't really help with the aim. It extends your range, yes. But mostly what it does is it helps you spot torpedoes a little quicker. And it could potentially help me spot that destroyer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I'm spotted. There's no way that I have a spotting advantage over the destroyer. I'm going to stay in this cap as long as I can, just to hang on to it and delay him. Now, I'm detected. I launch my plane. My plane's going to stay up for 1.5 minutes. There's 3.5 minutes left in the game. So my plane is going to come back with about 2 minutes left. The Shinigami that's being shown on the map there at, what is it, about D3, that was his last known position, but that's useless because we know he went over and capped A. So right now he's somewhere on the way back from A and probably straight out. My plane is going to look for him. I don't think it's going to spot him. If he's smart, he knows what his detection range is by air. He's looking at me. See, I'm being targeted by one ship. It's blinking in and out. So he's off the edge, more than likely, of this small island just off my nose here. He'd be an idiot to shoot, because as soon as he shoots, he'll get spotted. So I'm going to slow down, stay in the cap, prevent him from coming in. He's very, very low on health. And I've got almost 34,000 in health. I just used a heal. At this point, I'm looking at the clock. 2 minutes. It's going to take him 90 seconds to get in the cap and cap it. We have 891 points. I'm going to keep an eye on this channel because I know when he comes in, more than likely he's going to come in over there. So I'll slow a little bit. Actually, I'm speeding up a little bit, but I'm keeping an eye on that channel. 909, a minute 30, minute 37. There come his torpedoes, so my prediction on where he was is correct. A minute 28. Even if he goes into the cap now, there's no way he can cap out. So I'm going to use this island for cover. Won't even give him a torpedo shot at me. All the nonsense that's going on in chat right now is amusing me as I'm looking at it while I'm playing. That's why I say it doesn't even matter now. I'm going to sail away. Kind of give a nice steep angle if he does come around that corner and launch torpedoes. I can't outrun his torpedoes. But if I'm not broadside, if I'm sailing straight away from the torpedoes, I've got a really good chance of dodging. 45 seconds. He's not even in our cap yet. This game is won. It's just a matter of time. So for anybody watching this who's playing the game, it's not about how much damage you get. It's not about how many ships you kill. It's knowing that the objective of the game is to win. Watch the clock, watch your position, kind of know how long it takes to cap or not cap. Caps are extremely important. You can see that in this game. I'm not accumulating any points now. Doesn't matter. It's only 5 seconds left. He can't win. That's the name of the game. Okay, so we'll look at the results screen. And it turned out to be a pretty good damage battle for me. 98,000, 70 target hits, a soul capture, a couple in caps, 2 ships destroyed, and a high caliber award. So pretty happy with that. Team-wise, we brought our Fuso home first, top of the list. And by the way, I think this rank battle didn't show, I didn't record that, but I think I got my star. And I moved up a rank from 14 to 13 on this battle. So even if we'd lost with this game, I was on top. I probably wouldn't have lost a star. Detail-wise, our high caliber came because of the damage, the nice equal damage that we did across the board to the ships. We sunk the Byron, both Byrons actually, but we did more damage to the Fuso than anyone. Didn't get that killed in New Mexico. And the Shinonome did 3,600 him. In retrospect, I think that Shinonome was probably under 1,000 hit points left. We didn't get to see him. He had about 3,600 or so, I think, if I remember right, when I took about 3,000 off of him. So he probably only had 500-600 points left. And credit-wise, I'd won games earlier, so I didn't get any bonuses. But with the camo and some of the flags, it was a good game for the ship. 4,200 to the ship, and 12,000, over 12,000 to the captain. So all in all, I was pretty happy with that game. It was a win. We moved up a rank, and we did some good damage. So this is Captain Bubby, once again, in the Fuso, saying, until we see you again on the open water, be sure to keep your life jacket handy. You might need it. Till then, we're out of here. Take care.